How does rewilding impact animal rights ethics? How does rewilding impact animal rights ethics? This question brings us into the fascinating intersection of ecology and ethics. Rewilding is an approach focused on restoring ecosystems and biodiversity by allowing nature to take its course. It often includes reintroducing large mammals and other species to create self-sustaining environments. From the perspective of animal rights ethics, which emphasizes the moral treatment of individual animals, rewilding presents both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, rewilding can enhance animal rights by creating habitats where animals can live more naturally. In these restored environments, animals can engage in behaviors that align with their evolutionary history. This respect for their natural state can be seen as honoring their intrinsic value and right to exist freely. However, the rewilding process is not without its ethical dilemmas. Animals involved in these projects may face stress or harm during capture, transport, and adaptation to new environments. For instance, wild species being reintroduced or domesticated animals released into the wild may struggle to adjust. These welfare concerns highlight a conflict between the aim of restoring ecosystems and the rights of individual animals to avoid suffering. Additionally, rewilding complicates the distinction between wild and domesticated animals. When animals transition from human care to wild conditions, their welfare can be at risk. They may lack the necessary skills to survive independently or encounter new threats in their new habitats. Ethical frameworks in animal rights suggest that minimizing harm to individual animals should be a priority, even when pursuing broader ecological goals. Moral relativism and pluralism come into play here, as rewilding illustrates the variety of ethical views regarding animals and nature. Some perspectives prioritize ecosystem health and species conservation, while others focus on the rights and welfare of individual animals. Rewilding challenges us to find a balance between these differing views, respecting individual animal welfare while achieving ecological restoration. Practically, ethical rewilding requires careful planning to reduce harm during reintroduction or releases. This includes minimizing the number of animals affected and refining methods to lessen stress. Ongoing monitoring is also essential to ensure that restored ecosystems support both biodiversity and the well-being of individual animals. In essence, rewilding impacts animal rights ethics by promoting natural living conditions while raising concerns about the welfare of individual animals involved in the process. This situation calls for an ethical approach that balances respect for individual animal welfare with the goal of restoring vibrant ecosystems. It reflects the diverse nature of animal rights ethics, which must consider multiple moral perspectives in addressing our relationship with animals and nature.